doing 2.4 linear functions, and we're going to talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. So if you see the word parallel, you can see parallels never touch, okay? And perpendicular, so this is parallel, and perpendicular means two lines that cross exactly at 90 degrees, okay? So parallel lines have the same slope, but different y-intercepts. So if I look at these two lines, they're written in slope-intercept form. So you can see the slope here is 2, and you can see the slope here is 2. But if this is the y-axis, you can see that it crosses at 1. That's the y-intercept. And here you can see it crosses the y-axis at 3. They have different y-intercepts, but the same slope. So parallel lines always have the same slope. Perpendicular lines, and let me write this nicer. This has negative half. So y equals negative half. So this is one line, and this is the other line. If I take the slope from this one, and I go egglip, I do the reciprocal. Here's the word reciprocal. If I flip it upside down to have 2 over 1, and then I change the sign to the opposite, so this was negative, it becomes plus. 2 over 1 is the same as 2. That's the slope of the other one. Okay? So the slopes are always opposite signs plus reciprocal. Okay? So let's look here. Which functions are parallel? So here's all the functions. I look at the number in front of the x, the coefficient of the x. Which ones are the same? This one and this one. Here, the slope is 2, and here the slope is 2. So f of x and j of x have slope of 2, and so they are parallel. And you can see the y-intercept is different. That's okay. So are these two lines parallel? Well, I can see the slope in this one is equal to negative 2, but I can't see the slope in this one. It's because it's in standard form. I need to make it look like this. I need to put it in slope-intercept form. So I'm just going to solve for y. So here's my equation 2, and I can see my slope is negative 2. My slope is negative 2. So both slopes are negative 2, so yes, they are parallel because the slopes are the same. So now it says, write a possible perpendicular line for each function. So here, it's hard to see, but my slope is equal to 1/4. So what I have to do is I have to flip it, reciprocal. There's my reciprocal. If this is a positive number, I have to change it to a negative. This is my slope of my new function. Oh, but what's 4 over 1? That's the same as negative 4, right? I don't have to write the 1. So you can see that my slope is negative 4. So I use j of x. Here it's f of x. I use j of x. I put the 4, negative 4 in front of the x, and then I can have any number for my y-intercept. So I just chose 10. So this is perpendicular to this. Let's do another one. So I have to make another perpendicular line of this. So here's my slope. So I have to do reciprocal. That's really over 1. So the reciprocal is 1 over 9. And if this is minus, this is plus. So this is my slope of my new function. And I put it in front of the x. And then I can have any number here for my y-intercept. So I chose negative 5. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's look at the next page. And it says, which functions are parallel? Okay. So the slope here is 1, 3, negative 3, negative 1, negative 3, 1. Okay, so this is negative 3. This is -3, so these ones are parallel. And this is 1, and this is 1 with their slope. So these ones are parallel. And these ones are parallel. Okay, this one is not parallel with anything because it's a -1, and those are positive ones. Okay. Are these two equations parallel? Well, I can see here that my slope is equal to -2/3. I can't see my slope because this is in slope-intercept form. So that's why I can see it. I can see my slope and I can see my y-intercept. This is in standard form. So I can't see it. So let's solve for y. So let's get rid of the 2x. So I'm at 3y. Remember to put your x first. Get rid of the 3. That's 1. So I have y equals -2/3x plus 6. So here is my slope. And here is my slope. They are the same. So both lines have a slope of -2/3, so they are parallel because they have the same slope. Okay. Write a possible perpendicular line for, that should be an R there, for each function. So my slope here is equal to -1/2. Okay, so to get my new slope, I do the reciprocal 2/1, and if this is negative, I have to make this positive. Well, that's really just equal to 2, because 2/1 is the same as 2. So let's pick a letter, f, g. Let's go call it g of x. I put my slope in. It always goes next to my x, and then I pick any number for the y-intercept. I don't know, I'm going to pick 100. There. This is perpendicular to this. So if I drew them, there would be a 90-degree angle in between both of them. So let's do the next one. So my slope is equal to 5. So I need to do the reciprocal. That's really 5/1. So the reciprocal is 1/5. But remember, if this is positive, you have to change it to negative. So if this is g of x, let's call this, the new function will be j of x. This is my new slope. Slope always goes beside the x. And then you pick any number here. I'm going to pick a negative number this time, -2. It doesn't matter what you choose for your y-intercept. But this function is going to be perpendicular to this function. I think that's it. Yep.